Welcome to the world of Warframe, Tenno. Warframe is a cooperative third-person shooter created by Digital Extremes. You are greeted by a Star Wars-esque crawl upon logging the game for the very first time. You are a Tenno. The Tenno are descendants of an ancient and mystical civilization of lost warriors from the Orokin era of Earth. Awakening from cryopods, the Tenno return to attempt to rein in the war and chaos plaguing the galaxy. You are dropped into the Orokin Tower for the tutorial and guided by the mysterious Lotus, who will help acclimate you to the game and recover your lost memories. Upon completion of the tutorial, you are given the choice of 3 Warframes. You can choose between Excalibur, Mag, or Loki. Upon completion of the tutorial, you will be taken to the galaxy map, where you will begin your journey in retaking each planet and its systems one by one. Initially, all but one Warframe are locked and will require you to find the pieces to create the Warframe with resources and credits, or you must buy them from the cash shop. Weapons are also obtained in much the same way. You must find the weapon blueprint and make the item with resources before you will be able to use the item. You can also purchase it from the cash shop at a price. Unlike other MMOs, in Warframe, once you have unlocked something for your account, it will remain with you forever and will not expire. Platinum is the in-game currency and can be purchased in various amounts and spent at the marketplace in-game. You can also go the route of farming credits, resources, and blueprints and create almost everything featured in the marketplace. This is a free-to-play game, so you can take the shortcut and you can pick up Platinum and buy any Warframe you want, any weapon you want, or you can go the route of farming it and you can obtain every weapon and every Warframe in the game, as well as equipment and mods. The only thing you will not be able to obtain are color palettes and special outfits and costumes for your Sentinels. But everything else is completely farmable. It's just a matter of investing time and deciding whether or not you want to spend cash to get it now, or you want to take a little bit of time and not spend the cash and get it a little bit later. Mods are a major part of the game and are found as loot from enemies and are also mission rewards, depending on the type of mission that you run. Mods add new effects and alter stats on your Warframe, such as adding to their vitality, stamina, or increasing the damage of their powers. You can also increase the level of mods by combining them with similar mods or with fusion cores or other mods and amplify the effects of said mod. All of this is well and good, but the main question you must ask yourself, of course, with any game is this worth my time and will I enjoy this? The answer quite simply is yes. As a free-to-play game, you have nothing to lose in trying it, except a little bit of your time, and Warframe is definitely worth your time. The game is fast-paced, it's entertaining, there are a plethora of weapons. Despite the fact that there are numerous Warframes, each one has its own set of abilities, each one feels different and unique, and each one adds something to cooperative play, and in the instances of solo play, challenges you in a different way. Demonstrated here is the Rhino with his Rhino Charge. The Rhino is a tank class, and the Rhino Charge allows it to charge through enemies and deal a lot of damage to them. Trinity is a support class capable of healing allies as well as putting debuffs on enemies that, when shot by or damaged by allies, they're either healed or regain energy. Not all Warframes are created equally, however. Some Warframes, such as Saren, are extremely good and will excel across a variety of levels and enemy types. Other Warframes, such as Volt, are not particularly suited to anything except for electronic enemies such as Corpus. Regardless of your choice in a Warframe, each Warframe has its own enemy type that it is generally better for than others, such as Ember excelling against the Infested type. Speaking of enemies, there are 3 types of enemies in Warframe. There are the Corpus Engineers, who specialize in robotics and deploy different quad robots against the Tenno. Making up their units are snipers, engineers, and quad robots such as MOAs that are shielded and fire lasers. There are also the Grineer, which are quite possibly the most versatile enemy in the game. The Grineer have close range units such as troopers that wield shotguns, as well as the unit type called Scorpions, which have lasso attacks that can reel in unsuspecting Tennos and open them up for a brutal close range attack. They also have medium range units such as heavy gunners that have machine guns, and long-range units such as ballistas that function as snipers. Last but not least, there are the Infested, which are a little bit more simplified than the other types of enemies in the game, and are almost exclusively melee. The Infested have different types of melee units such as Leapers, which are capable of jumping across the screen, Runners, which are kamikaze type units and will explode when around Tenno, and heavy units such as Ancient Healers that are capable of healing allies. One of the chief complaints that I have about Warframe is that the mission types don't really feel all that different from each other. Whether your mission objective is to capture an enemy target or exterminate a certain number of enemies, all the missions basically feel the same and have the same general structure. Go to some point, kill everything along the way, get out. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but for players who are looking for a little bit more variety in mission objectives in the game, they may be a little turned off by Warframe. Each planet has its own boss fight, and each boss also drops a certain Warframe's component pieces. Each boss fight has a unique experience to it, and is something that can really be enjoyed, as it adds a layer of depth to the combat that's not otherwise available or there. Being in beta, the game has plenty of bugs. You might fall through an elevator while holding an important object for the mission. You might try and go through a door and be swept off the side of the map. It also happens in some cases that you will become invincible. This invincibility will carry over and you will be unable to be damaged for the duration of the mission. The interface can also bug out, which will result in graphical anomalies and things being left on the interface that should not be there. Inevitably, game-breaking bugs do occur, and to their credit though, Digital Extremes is pretty good about getting the bugs addressed and making sure that customers and players are taken care of after those bugs, such as in the case with the new content, the Orokin Tower, which had various game-breaking bugs occur at various stages in the implementation. Because the games are hosted by players, a laggy host can ruin the game experience. Lag can cause enemies to behave oddly and appear to jump around on the screen, and can create difficulties in targeting them, as well as in looting items that drop on the ground. While filming, we had a unique bug occur which caused one of our players to spawn away from the team and as a headless Volt Warframe. The last major point is one of hot debate among players, and that is whether or not the Platinum is fairly priced. For example, the $30 pack contains 570 Platinum. Unlocking 3 Warframes, Trinity, Mag, and Ember will cost you about $24. Unlocking Ember a la carte will cost you about $12. If you can mind the bugs, Digital Extremes has crafted a very good game from the ground up. Graphically, the game is comparable to any AAA title on the market right now. Beautiful graphics, beautiful reflections, lighting effects, particle effects. The game looks good from the ground up, and the Warframes each have unique art style and influence. For the price of free, you can't go wrong in giving Warframe a try. Join a clan, get some friends playing with you, and you'll have a really good time. If you ever played Mass Effect 3's multiplayer and you enjoyed it, then chances are you will also enjoy Warframe. With that being said, we here at Good Time Gaming can 100% recommend that you give this game a try. But the game is only as good as the people you play with, so join a clan, bring some friends with you. If you don't have any friends, then you're probably going to have a bad time. But if you want to give this a little bit of time, get a few friends in, make some friends, you'll have a good time and you'll enjoy Warframe. As always, if you like what we do, then please hit like, please subscribe, and please let us know how we're doing. This is Axiom with Good Time Gaming, and I'll see you in game, Tenno.